I gotta say, I need to review some more of Nicolas Cage films. I've only reviewed just a little bit of what he's done, but I will soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to review a film that he did last year that really was a real shocker. As I watched the film Longlegs, which came out last summer and is on physical media and now available to stream on Hulu. But is it really terrifying and eerie and what have you, as the critics say? Or is this one just not so leggy enough? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Noel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the 2024 thriller horror flick Longlegs, released by Neon, written and directed by Osgood Perkins, who actually has a new film out now in the form of The Monkey, which I'll talk about that later on down the road. The film stars Maika Monroe, Alicia Witt, Blair Underwood, and Nicolas Cage as the title character. The film follows an FBI agent in the 1990s who is tasked with tracking down an occultist serial killer responsible for murdering multiple families throughout Oregon. Nicolas Cage also served as a producer on the film through his Saturn Films production company. The film was released last summer on July 12th, 2024, and eventually became Neon's highest grossing film domestically to this date, and the highest grossing film of last year and Perkins' highest grossing film. But that could change because I've just seen that his new film, The Monkey's done pretty well. In 1974 Oregon, a young girl with a Polaroid camera follows a mysterious voice and encounters an erratic man in pale makeup. 20 years later, FBI agent Lee Harker, who exhibits possible clairvoyance, is assigned by her supervisor, William Carter, to case involving a series of murder suicides in Oregon. Each case involves a father killing his family and himself, leaving behind a letter with satanic coding signed Longlegs, whose handwriting belongs to none of the family members. Lee discovers that each family had a 9-year-old daughter born on the 14th of the month. The murders all occurred within 6 days before or after said birthday, and their respective dates form an occult triangle symbol on a calendar with one date missing. While at home talking through the phone to her mother, Ruth, Lee receives a coded birthday card from Longlegs warning her that revealing its source will lead to her mother's murder. Well, this really turns out into a real strange mystery film, but it's really more of a thriller horror and what have you. And I gotta say, it certainly was kind of a strange film, but I will say it wasn't too bad and what have you. Probably not the best, but I think this ranks up there as a pretty good horror film. I probably would rank it up there. I wish I could do a big horror flicks for last year, but I just haven't been up to it, so I humbly apologize. But this would probably be in the top five, though. I gotta say, it was really something. Anyway, the film did well for making 126 million worldwide against its well, probably about 10 million or less budget. It eventually became a big success for Neon, who produced the film and released it. Though it lost at the box office due to Despicable Me 4, it still became a big hit. And again, it did well for the studio, out surpassing Parasite. The film got good reviews from the critics. It sits at 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying Saturate in disquieting mood while leveraging a nightmarishly gonzo performance by Nicolas Cage, the film is a satanic horror that effectively instills panic. Metacritic has a score of 77, which is very good. The Hollywood Reporter praised the film, as David Rooney says it might be argued that he stirs too many elements into the mix here: crime, procedural, occult mystery, mind manipulation, satanic worship, scary dolls, and a Faustian bargain, and a nun not fit for any convent. But the film is Perkins' most fully realized and relentlessly effective film to date. The San Francisco Chronicle said, most impressive is how Perkins blends psychological and supernatural horror in a manner not quite seen before. The film is a conjuring of dark, poetic cinema where the devil is definitely in the details. Though Richard Lawson of Vanity Fair expressed disappointment, saying the film is a stylish but vacuous, prettily foreboding picture with nothing behind it. As Hannibal Lecter might say, it's a well scrubbed, hustling rube with a little taste. Well, that's understandable and what have you. Audiences, however, were a little mixed though. Cinema Score gave it a C plus, but however, those polled by Post-Track gave it a 70% overall positive score with an average of 3 out of 5 stars. And a correspondent of the LGBT magazine Them made note of how some audience members perceived the characterization of the film's villain to be homophobic or transphobic due to the character's androgynous characteristics. A CNN opinion piece accused the film of transphobia, comparing Longlegs to Buffalo Bill of The Silence of the Lambs, and emphasizing the horror genre's complicated history of LGBT themes. Well, factually, that's true, but unlike how we saw Buffalo Bill, we didn't see no twisted nudity and what have you in Longlegs. But nevertheless, I will say it wasn't too bad. It was still a spine tingling thriller and what have you. It did build up its suspense and what have you, and I will say it was something. Let's see. Elvis Brooke Perkins, of course, real name, who goes by the name of the Zilgi, who that happens to be son to the late great Anthony Perkins. If I'm not mistaken, that's right. I was correct. Had to check my source real quickly. Did the score for the film. Now, at first I didn't know who it was. I just now checked to see that it's the son of Anthony Perkins. Yeah, that was really something. It was really terrifying, very suspenseful, and what have you. So you gotta give the music, and or should I say the score, a real good credit and what have you. For our cast, though, we have Maika Monroe playing Lee in the film. I must say she's really good. After she had appeared in thrillers like The Guest and the horror film It Follows back in 2014, well, she was established as a scream queen. And she's appeared in other thrillers like Greta and Watcher. And lots of other films and what have you. But anyway, her performance as Agent Lee Harker is pretty good and what have you. For Longlegs, Nicolas Cage takes on the role. This is probably one of the most strangest roles I've seen him do to this day and what have you. But boy, yeah, but really a freaky performance though. I mean, as much as I did in a way liked his performance as Dracula in Renfield a couple years back. But I'm gonna say I like this just a little bit more. If you but don't hate me for it though. Playing Agent Carter is Blair Underwood. Very good performance. Ruth is played by Alicia Witt. I kind of didn't recognize her. She's like changed since I last saw her in in some recent Hallmark Channel films that were Christmas themed. I mean, yeah, she's like changed ever since I saw her make her big, well, kind of made her big splash in Urban Legend. Anyway, there's lots of other people in the film, and I'm gonna say not too bad for the performances we got. Let's see. We have Dakota Dalby as Agent Fisk, Lee's partner, and Kiernan Shipka as Carrie Camara, Longlegs' only known survivor. So yeah, the cast is pretty good too. So with everything said, I think Longlegs is really a real terrifying thriller and what have you. I think you'll really like it if you give it a shot. Now it's been on physical media since September, so I'm sure a lot of you have got it. I'm sure a lot of you horror fans have it already, but if not, you could still get it for a good price. But I just streamed it on Hulu, and it's not too bad. I think this is a good film for Neon and Osgood Perkins. I am going to say he was pretty good too. Actually, I should point out, yeah, he's also related to Anthony Perkins too, as a matter of fact. Yeah, he's another son of his. He actually appeared as the young version of Norman Bates in Psycho 2, as a matter of fact. That's something. Well, anyway, so now I see how this is a big surprise and what have you. So now you know some facts if you didn't know about Osgood Perkins. And well, with the monkey out, I should say good luck with that to Osgood, or may I say Oz Perkins. Like I said, I'll try and check that out when it comes to streaming. I don't know if I'll get it on physical media, but don't worry, I'm still supporting physical. I'm still supportive of physical media, certainly. Okay, so don't hate me. I still stream a lot, but I just don't get out much to get physical media. To be honest, please don't hate me. Okay, as again, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I still support physical media, definitely. So I think you ought to check Longlegs out. I think you'll enjoy it. For my score, I'm going to give Longlegs 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5. So what did you think of Longlegs? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Give them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. And share my vids with your friends if you'd like. Join me next time when I bring to you a spoiler-free review of Nosferatu from last year. Yes, another horror flick. So if you like this, check out my reviews of these horror flicks with 2 of the cast members of this film. First, check out my review of Renfield, which was a recent film with Nicolas Cage from 2023. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of Urban Legend from 1998, which had Alicia Witt in it. Or if you'd like, check out my review of a classic that is kind of in a way a little bit of inspiration for Longlegs, and that's The Silence of the Lambs from 1991. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.